The accent is back. Okay. First, we saw her develop the magical accent when she was down south. And now it's back as she's in Detroit. Take a listen.
Hold on. You know what? Here, hold on. Here's the thing. The courts are going to handle that. We're going to beat them in November. We're going to beat them in November. Okay? We'll beat them in November. We'll handle that.
Because they were chanting, lock him up. We gonna beat him in November. Oh, really? Okay. We all know you don't talk like that. You've been vice president for 4 years, Andrew.
You got to believe this is kind of the point, I think. We're all supposed to just bathe in the fantasy. I mean, it really is like reality television. They keep accusing Trump of being the reality TV star, but that's actually what the press is inventing for this. I love the fact that she's actually not going to do an interview until September, maybe. That's an amazing thing. I just can't help but feel, remembering what it was like to be a reporter, I can't help but feel that these guys just must feel belittled and humiliated and useless.
Disagree.
They must know they have lost something. No,
they're like, good idea. She stinks. Don't put her out there. This is a brilliant campaign strategy.
Yeah.
They want a Democrat in the White House more than they want their own dignity.
No, it's the older ones who remember what it was like to be a reporter. The new guys are actually taught that this is the right thing to do. And imagine the disdain that includes for the people, right? We have to fool them because they're not smart enough to realize how great progressivism is. I mean, that's got to be the rationale, right? It can't be that we're sneakily just trying to grab power from them. They must be thinking to themselves, these people, namely the American people, are so stupid and so backward that the only way we can convince them to do the right thing is to lie to them about what it is we're actually doing. So progressivism is great, but we're not progressives. That would be terrible. It would be terrible if we're progressives, which is great. It's great to be a progressive, but we're not them, because that would be terrible. And they have to keep selling this idea because they must think that we're just that dumb and just that bad.
Yeah, and that the media will run cover for them. And they are. But I do wonder, like, we're going to take calls in our second hour. And I do wonder, for our Black listeners, how do you feel when you see her get in front of a Black audience and suddenly she's like, we're going to beat him in November? Like, she doesn't talk like this. It's so offensive. It's like, I know how to talk to you. I mean, come on. She keeps doing this. To me, it's like so offensive. And they know. Yeah. We all know she's just a big walking bag of artifice. So
I've asked Black guys about this because I wonder,
Yeah, you go ahead.
I wonder when they say, Black people can't open a bank account. What are you talking about? We've got to cancel math classes because Black people can't learn math. It's unfair.
Voter
Black
ID.
people to have a math class, and I just think, like, really? I mean, are you not insulted? Do you not feel belittled and infantilized? And of course, the Black guys I talk to tend to be a little bit more conservative. So they're all, that's a terrible thing to say. But I do wonder about the rank and file. I wonder about all these people who show up year after year and vote for Democrats who are telling them that they're so oppressed, that they're so helpless, that they can't do anything if the government doesn't help them. They're all like, it's the life of Julia. You've got to, if you want to have a baby, you've got to get Barack Obama on the phone to give you a baby. It's like, I don't understand why they're not offended to the nth degree.
No, now J.D. Vance will get you your baby because he likes babies. He doesn't like childless cat ladies. So you got to go to J.D. now,
like
no longer. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Kamala had a soundbite where she called Tim Walz the varsity coach and J.D. the JV. So now on Morning Joe this morning, they all kept calling him JV Vance. This is their new cutesy little thing. Aren't they adorable and so joyful? Here's the other moment that's making headlines from her Detroit, Michigan rally, where she got interrupted by anti-Israel protesters. They don't care that she's a Dem. They're pissed. And watch what happened.
I'm here because we believe in democracy. Everyone's voice matters, but I am speaking now. Fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
She's giving him the stare down. then the crowd breaks out in the cheers of, we're not going back. Okay, so Andrew, half the left is in love with this. Like, yeah, girl boss. And then there's the Mehdi Hassans of the world who are angry that she was so dismissive of the pro-Hamas wing of the Democrat Party. It does underscore the very tricky position that the Democrats are in right now. I mean, many people believe she didn't go with Josh Shapiro because she wants to appease that pro-Hamas wing, but push comes to shove, she shut him down.
I think that's obvious that they didn't go with Josh Shapiro. First of all, he's a really appealing, actually fairly moderate for a Democrat, a fairly moderate candidate. He's in a an important state, Pennsylvania, where I don't think Minnesota has voted for a Republican since the 70s.
72.
So the only reason they turned Josh Shapiro down is not because of his policies necessarily, but because he's Jewish. It was because there's no way to argue that you're going to be anti-Israel if you're actually Jewish. And listen, the anti-Semitism in the Democrat Party is rife. Anti-Semitism is a curse that doesn't care which party you belong to. But wherever it shows up, I always call it the devil's flagpole, because wherever it shows up, that's where the bad is. And right now it's showing up in the Democrat Party in a big, big way. And I think Josh Shapiro, look, I for a Democrat, again, I kind of like him, but I was embarrassed for him when he started to apologize for an article he wrote in college saying that it's hard to have a two-state solution when the Palestinians have vowed to wipe every Israeli off the face of the earth. And he said, well, I was young. I thought, yeah, you were young and you still believed that honesty was the best policy. Now you've moved on from that. I just thought that when your party is just erupting with anti-Semitism, that's the time to show some steel in your spine. That's the time to say, look, I am not backing down from this at all, because he has been a supporter of Israel, and the Biden administration has done nothing but stab Israel in the back. They keep saying, all the media, including some of the more conservative media like the Wall Street Journal, they keep saying, well, America is working for a ceasefire.
Do you owe back taxes? Pandemic relief is now over. Along with hiring thousands of new agents and field officers, the IRS has kicked off 2024 by sending over 5 million pay-up letters to those who have unfiled tax returns or balances owed. Don't waive your rights and speak with them on your own. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax relief firm, has saved over $1 billion in back taxes for their clients, and they can help you secure the best deal possible. Whether you owe $10,000 or $10 million, they can help you. Whether it's business or personal taxes, even if you have the means to pay, or if you don't, if you're on a fixed income, they can help finally resolve your tax burdens once and for all. Call 1-800-245-6000 for a private free consultation, or visit tnusa.com/Megyn. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.